Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Alex Williams, and you're watching the Wednesday Game Night right here at Funagain Games. Tonight, we are going to be playing Ex Libris from Renegade Games Studios. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're also going to be giving away a copy, so make sure to stay tuned.
Alright, we were playing the Mountain Dew commercial.
I want to say thank you to BoardGameTables.com for supplying us with our board game table. Comes with a whole lot of great features like recess play area and neoprene mat. Also comes with possible extras like cup holders and toppers and wing shelves. Be sure to check out BoardGameTables.com for all your board game tables needs. I also want to mention that we are playing with Uber Stacks tonight. Comes in a variety of colors and a lot of different configurations. And they can hold everything from cards, tokens, miniatures, and a whole lot more. So be sure to check that out, Funagain.com. So, like I said, we are doing a giveaway for Ex Libris. Make sure that you react to the video. Give us a like, a love, any one of those. And make sure you stick around to hear your name called, because if you don't get a win. Alright, you guys ready? Let's go ahead and check out our players tonight. Alright, hey guys.
Hey. Hi, Internet!
As usual, we have Chris Ayala, Jeremy Pitts, and that guy over there, Patrick James. Alright, so the first question of the day is, what's your favorite book?
Is that what you're going to say? Are you sticking with that answer?
No. I have so many favorite books.
I want to hear, before we tell you, what you guys think would come close to being our favorite book.
There you go.
What have you learned about us so far?
I've already put it on the...
You did? Jeremy already put it on. Did you?
But I'll change it.
What's your second favorite book, Jeremy?
Well, I like so many books. I like a lot of rock and roll biographies. I said Monkey Wrench Gang earlier, but I also anything Kurt Vonnegut does, and I always go back to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and mostly 70s authors.
All right. So if you haven't guessed, and if you don't know, Ex Libris is all about building a library. We're going to be collecting rare books and trying to avoid banned books in order to score points. You guys want to kind of tell us a little bit more about it?
I thought we were
all looking at you.
I thought we were still talking about favorite books.
I'm the only
We'll
one
circle back.
I'm the only one that gets to say.
You guys seem to be a little...
so we're going to be building our libraries using... what do they call these cards?
Shelves?
Shelf cards. Each of these has a different number of books on it, and they are alpha... Oh, I guess we're over here.
Yeah, we are.
There it is. A little bit of glare there. They can have anywhere between 1 and 4 books on it, and they are alphanumerical, so it has an exact spot on your shelf where... well, not an exact spot, but you want to get them in order to score points on them. Some of these will be books from your category or from the banned category, and then other rooms in the game will reference different types of books.
Alright, so we've pretty much got it set up. All you guys need to do is select your libraries and...
Now the normal setup rule is you put out 2 times the number of players worth of cards and characters here, but these are probably the coolest wooden meeples that I've ever seen. So we went ahead and put them all out so you could see an example of some of these guys. There's a little silver robot meeple. There's a little fire imp. This is Chris's favorite. This is the gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
And this is actually plastic with bubbles in it. Which is funny because when we played games like Clank that had the little plastic cubes, we were always like, do they put the bubbles in there on purpose?
I wonder what those bubbles smell like.
Factory air.
Yeah, it's fresh Chinese factory.
So usually the rule is you draw one and then you discard one, making it so the person next to you has less to choose from. I think we all pretty much know which ones we're going to grab, though.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Jeremy?
Oh.
Really? Jeremy gets first pick.
And why do I get first pick?
Because
So you don't
cry if
complain?
you don't.
No. Because I was the last person to buy a book.
Oh, okay.
No, Yes.
Okay, that's the official reason.
And I'm going to go with what I know and play the literary laboratory because the wizard may shift group and groups of adjacent cards in any direction by one space prior to shelving a card.
Yeah, usually when you put some books on your shelf, they're stuck where they're at unless a room lets you move your cards. But the wizard can shift books around freely, so he's a pretty strong character.
And shelves can only be 3 shelves high. Libraries can only be 3 shelves high, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
But they can go as wide as they want.
Mm-hmm.
You can go as wide as you want to.
And now I get to discard
Until
one.
you start to hit people in the elbows, then we're going to tell you to move it.
Okay.
Derek asked a really good question. Derek, I will be the official inspector, actually. So once they're done playing,
Is it
I
my
get
turn?
to
I get to
go
discard.
around the
Yes,
table
please
and
go
tell them how bad
Or
they
you can
did.
discard one?
But don't we? Isn't that the rules?
Well, usually I thought we were just going to grab our guys. Because we already put out way more cards
Okay,
than
we
the rules allowed.
Oh.
Were you going to discard the one?
Nobody told me that.
I did say that, actually.
You did say that.
Are you going to discard the one that I want? Is that why you're so anxious to boot
No,
something?
I'm just going to
discard the one I
Chris
want.
wants.
Alright, well, I'm going to take... it's too late. We're doing it this way. I'm going to take the
I
Volcanic
totally was going to do
Biblioteca.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The Volcanic Biblioteca, and the character here is the Fire Imp. And I love the Fire Imp because his ability is may discard 1 card from a location to perform 1 home action, or discard all cards to perform 2 home actions. So cards that you actually put shelf cards on, I can light them on fire!
The book burner.
Okay. Well, I'm going for the Crypt of Accursed Knowledge as the Mummy.
I thought you were going to take the Gelatinous Cube.
Psych. And the Mummy's ability is may entomb cards when shelving. Entomb cards are worth 2 points each at the end of the game. And entombing a card is placing it on top of a shelf that's already there or underneath of it.
And that's cool, not just because you'll get the extra points from it, but because it kind of gives you a mulligan on cards you may have placed poorly.
Which will happen a lot with me.
Do we need to get an alphabet chart out for you?
Yes,
so you
please.
Can see where it
So
goes?
I can alphabetize everything.
There's an alphabet chart on your library.
There really is.
Yeah. You just took my library.
No, I didn't. You did.
Do you remember which one it was?
Yes, there's the cursed, the Crypt of Accursed Knowledge.
All right. So our first location is the Diviner's Hut. This is always your first card, and then every round after that we'll draw 3 new ones because there are 3 players. On the Diviner's Hut, you can draw 1 card for every assistant you have placed, and then you can take the first player token.
By the way, I don't know if we explained to anybody who hasn't heard of Ex Libris, it is a worker placement game. So all these locations are places that you can go in order to do certain actions.
We are also going to be playing in the Garbage Dump. In the Garbage Dump, you can name a category, then search the discard pile, and take 1 card containing a book of the named category.
Ooh.
You may shelve it. That's the dump. Never going to get used to this camera. And then the last card for this round is the Auction House. This is Jeremy's favorite. When placing, choose a bid space, and there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 on there. You return outbid assistants to their player. During the resolution, that's at the end of the round, the highest bidder must discard a number of cards equal to their bid to take and or shelve the 3 auction cards.
And so that's pretty cool. You actually pulled just the 1 card. The starting card is the only one that does an instant action. The other 2 are things that will not take effect until you guys are done placing your assistants. Very cool.
All right.
We're ready.
Jeremy is the first player.
I will do what I did earlier. Place 3 cards at the auction house.
If you guys want a quick overview of how the game is played, you can click on Derek's review that he just posted in the comment section. It's really great, breaks it down for you, and shows you how to play.
Well, I'm actually going to go to my own player board on this one. And the action is draw one card or shelve one card. And I am going to shelve the card. Start my bookcase.
All right.
So, what books did you just put on your bookcase there?
Oh, would you like to read the titles?
I'd like to hear what you got there.
Dork Souls Strategy Guide, Dorby's Most Dangerous Dungeons, and Dune. D-O-O-N.
Dude.
D-O-D.
We're singing the Dune song.
And that's what I like about this game, too. It was like, since the first card I played is a D, reflection, glare, reflection, word. Well, there's a D there. And all of the books begin with the letter of the card that you're playing.
And they're
Pretty
actually
cool.
in alphabetical order.
And they're pretty funny.
All right. Because I want to exercise my ability and annoy Jeremy, I'm going to put my Fire Imp on number 4, and I'm going to burn it down.
Oh!
I'm going to discard all of those. You get that back. And I'm taking... Oh, no, I get to do 2 home locations, which means
Yeah.
I'm going to draw...
That was a jerk move.
It really was, right?
So,
Wow!
well played, Patrick.
Oh my! This is a side of you I haven't seen before. Okay, now we're getting serious.
It's your turn.
Well, explain the garbage dump to me again. Can't read from here.
And name a category, then search the discard pile. Take any one card containing a book of that named category. You may shelve it.
So it basically allows you to go through the discard pile after you've named a category, right?
Good. Then I'm going to take the card I wanted
Negative. Those books
From-
are on fire.
from historical volumes.
Okay. Which one was it? They all three have
They
it.
all three have it. Just one of them has 2. But I like the V. 'cause-
You know historic volumes are banned.
Oh no, I
There-
meant reference text.
There will
Yeah.
be no history.
All right. Well, I'm gonna gamble that I can take the point.
See, reference texts are the ones that have this symbol on it.
I see that now. You're right.
Everybody's telling you guys that this is a library. Shh.
No!
Like all your children are quiet at the library.
Wow, this is
Yeah, hurry up, start
I
shuffling
will.
cards and
okay. Yeah,
get on to some new locations.
I'm gonna draw a card.
So now the auction house has been won. There's no.
Nobody else can go there because you cannot bet a lower amount, even if there was anything still there.
But we can't place a token there, can we?
I'm gonna go. No, you can't place anything in the auction house.
Oh, that's right. It has to be higher.
It has to
than
be
the
higher.
goal.
I'm going to go to the Diviner's Hut.
Oh, you would.
Now you can knock people out of the auction house if you want to place the same bet.
I did not know that.
But he burned he burned the whole thing down.
Do you want to match my bet? All right, so I'm going to draw a card for every assistant I have placed. I have 2 assistants now. Take 2 cards. And I will also be taking the first player token, please.
Oh!
Again! That's exactly what he did last time.
Oh wait, I did read that wrong. So it just says to remove the assistant that's lower. So actually, if you outbid them, then that person gets their assistant back.
Which he did.
Yes.
Okay.
For once.
So he can play it again.
See, it is a favor to
Sorry,
you.
my bad.
All right, it's Jeremy's
All
turn.
right. Well, there's all I can do is take a card.
I just read Jeremy's comment.
What do you say?
My 13-year-old walked by and looked at the stream and said, "Why are a bunch of old guys playing board games?"
Dude!
Oh wow!
How old is this kid?
13.
You're old at 14. Watch
Send him to the
out.
library.
7.
Okay, I
Jeremy says he set her straight.
And basically to get away from you. Notice there's no kids here.
Jeff was right. We need more girls in this.
I did my
Oh,
move.
you did? Oh, okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
And I announced that I did my move.
Well, I'm sorry.
Then we started talking about something else.
Yeah, Jeremy's comment threw me off. Now I'm gonna lose. For my third action, I'm gonna place my little mummy right here, and I'm actually gonna draw a card from this pile. And since I played it, may entomb cards when shelving, which I'm not. And nope, so that was it. That ends my turn and round.
All right.
Hey Derek, yeah, we'll try to get a close-up of the artwork throughout the game. Unfortunately, our cameras are pretty stationary, so when they draw new locations and stuff, we'll definitely get closer.
I'm going to place my pawn in my
tell
home
you what.
location.
While Patrick's doing that, I'll throw this card up there.
Sorry.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Oh, it's your books.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to shelve some books. I am shelving Bygone Times Remembered and Burning Books and Contestable Compendiums. That is so me.
Hmm.
Put my shelf up here for now. Alright, that's it for me.
I have one more move because I got kicked out of the auction house. So I'm going to shelve a card. I'm going to shelve an M, number 5 of 8.
Camera.
Well, I'm gonna. Monkey paws and all their flaws, mischief management, a millennium of military mistakes, and milkable mammals, which, frankly, all mammals are milkable. Mammal means of the breast, so okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the round is over.
All right.
Alright, so now if there's anything on here that needs resolved, we have to do that now. I have 4 cards that I need to discard. And I'm going to use this opportunity to get rid of some banned books.
Wait, can we have a hand limit? Why are you getting rid of 4 cards?
I have to. I bet 4 cards in the auction.
House.
On the auction house, yeah. And I saw that I had
do a
banned
jerk move.
volumes, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those.
Oh, so we have 2. Remember, so we have 2
Here, you put it
discard.
on,
Okay,
okay.
we'll put in 1.
Okay. And then everybody gets their meeples back.
Oh wait, mine are back. I went on my own card.
I believe they're called assistants.
Assistants. Gnomes.
The assistant
No.
And then these,
Oh yes.
each of these cards has a little number in the top left corner. The Diviner's Hut is number 1, so this is always going to be the first card that you save. And your lowest card goes and gets saved, so this can actually be used every single turn.
Can I have those discarded places, please?
Sure. And we should also let the audience know that the prominent works is the reference text, and the banned books are the historic volumes.
Yep.
And those are always random.
We are
Well, and
denying
also tell
history.
the audience what the prominent works get you and what the banned books get you.
So the prominent works, the more reference text, the blue books that you have in your collection are going to be worth victory points. The person who has the most reference text at the end of the game will get 15 additional victory points. The second place gets 9, and third place will get 4.
So I'm guaranteed 4 points at the end of the game.
You're guaranteed to get 4. Well, if you have a reference text. If you
Yes.
manage to go the entire game
I
and
do.
not get any,
I was the
You'll
first
get
one to
4.
point it out. So.
and then if you have any banned books, which are historic volumes, those are going to be worth -1 victory points each.
All right.
Each book, not each card.
So that's the end of the first round.
Yep.
Once again, I want to let everybody know, since we've got a lot more viewers now, be sure to react to this video if you want to be one of the possible winners to win a free pre-order of Ex Libris. Also, be sure to stick around, because if you are not here when we call your name, you can't win. I do want to show you guys a close-up of some of these locations, like the garbage dump. The artwork in this is really amazing. This is one of the discarded cards from the first round. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to the game.
Alright, so
So,
here's our... What's it?
I want to give Jennifer a shout out, and because she says, "Tell your wives they are milkable mammals," and see what they say. Should be pretty obvious.
Challenge accepted.
Do we have
You
to
go
say
ahead.
that in person?
Patrick, I don't know if we have room at the warehouse for you to live here.
Should be pretty obvious. I don't have a wife.
If you do that, I will make room in the warehouse.
I will film it. Alright. So our first location in the second round is the Shelf Masons Guild. This is one I haven't seen before. This lets you shift any number of adjacent cards in a single row of your library, any number of spaces in one direction. This is exactly the wizard's ability.
Can we go ahead and see that one?
Mm-hmm.
As much as you can, anyway. Shelf Masons Guild. So you got like a little goblin guy there. Very cool. I love the theme in this game.
We also have the Assistants Guild. This lets you move one of your previously placed assistants from a home action space to a space occupied by an opponent's assistant. Return their assistant. If the location's effect is instant, activate it. There's the Assistants Guild. And then our last location for this round is the Gambling Den. Starting with the active player and going clockwise, all players name one unique category for each of their assistants below. And there's space for 3 of our assistants because it's a 3-player game. Reveal 4 cards from the deck. The player whose category has the most matching books takes all the matching cards and may shelve 1 per player below and discard the rest. I am player 1 because I stole this from Jeremy last turn. So...
Very Marvin the Martian of you.
So, I guess I will gamble. Or gamble. Means to like make merry.
So that's an instant action though. You do that right now.
Yeah, we
It
all
is.
do that.
Yeah.
We all pick.
So I'm the only person on there. I'm the only one that gets to gamble this turn. I am going to be looking for monster manuals. So I pull 4 cards. And I get to keep...
How many?
I think it's only 1 because I'm the only person there, right?
Takes all the matching cards.
May-
You may shelve 1 and
And
discard the rest.
Yeah, so... We got...
That's a good one to be the first one on.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a monster manual. Oh, found one, got one. And I can shelve it if I want to. I think I've got good space for that. I'm going to be shelving Kobolds That Broke the Mold. Knowledge You'll Never Need, Volume 1. Knowledge You'll Never Need, Volume 2. And Knowledge You'll Never Need, Volume 3.
Didn't you write that?
And we'll discard the rest.
Yep. And now it's Jeremy's turn.
Well, I'm also going to go to the auction house. The gambling den, sorry.
And what will you be gambling for?
I'm gonna look for reference texts.
I'm going to look for monster manuals again.
And we pull 4 cards again.
Still 4 cards. And this time, whoever gets the most gets to keep the cards.
Oh.
I picked
So
the
there
wrong
is
category.
1 reference text and
One.
2 monster manuals.
So-
2 monster manuals?
Yep. So I get to take those, and because there are now 2 assistants on this card, I get to take and shelve 2 cards if I may shelve 1 per player below.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can shelve both of these if I want to.
You can shelf if you want to. Shelf if you want to.
Oh, I thought you were doing like men without hats. You can shelf if you want to.
We would never do that.
1 per player below.
But
And
that's
discard
very
the
cool.
rest. So can I just keep these, or do I have to shelf them?
You can put them in your hand.
Okay, I'm gonna
It
keep them.
says, yeah, may shelve.
I'm gonna keep them.
That was my move.
Okay, here comes mine.
Yeah, I do want to mention for anybody who is not reading the comments, there is a solo mode. Derek brought it up.
Ooh.
This can be
That's
a one-player game. It's a pretty cool solo mode. And once again, if you want a little bit more information on that, you can go check out Derek's review.
I like one-player games because then I can play with all of my friends.
I can't follow that. Well, I'm gonna
He
play.
still loses.
There you go.
It's like the end of 8 Mile when Eminem is, rapping about himself, so the other guy can't say anything.
Well, I'm gonna play on my
Thanks for
own
giving that
card,
away.
and I'm gonna shelve another card. Oh, and I'm shelving. A few of the books are Essential Essence to Numb Your Senses. Ooh, Escape from the Ninth Dimension. equal rights for orcs.
For orcs.
I didn't know this was going to be a political game.
My turn's
Alright.
over.
I'm going to take the last spot on the gambling den. Looking for monster manuals again. What are you going to do, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Now that
pull
you've
from
looked at
this
the card.
Oh, that's fine if you want. I'm gonna go for.
I'm the dealer.
What's that one again? I gotta.
That's the
Alex,
Edifices.
What, sorry?
the Kadichi. Kadiche?
What about him?
Kadiche. Oh yeah, I'm gonna
What's
go.
dire
condemned? Kadiche? What's the...
Condemned.
What's the...
Okay.
Is condemned? Okay.
That's the one I'm going for.
What are you go,
Looking for the
next
adjective.
Oh.
What are you going after?
It's
Monster manuals.
I thought it was
Okay.
on your flip thing there. I guess not.
Monster Manuals is a secret card.
Maybe.
No, it's not.
Oh wow. 1, 2.
Once
To
again,
one.
you beat 2 to 1.
Woohoo!
Who shuffled that day?
I did.
Corrupted. Corrupted.
Corrupted Kadiche. Kadichi.
I still
Kadiche.
say it.
Kadiche is singular. Kadichi with an I is plural.
Codices. Anyway, my turn.
And the card is wrong.
I'm going.
Hey, slow your roll. It's still my turn. Now you may go.
I'm gonna shelve a card.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the Assistants Guild.
I'm not sure you can. Oh yes, you can. Never mind. Your hand was hiding your other goblin meeple
Okay. It's hiding my chip.
assistant.
Yes, move one of your previously placed assistants from a home action space to a space occupied by an opponent's assistant. Return their assistant. If the location's effect is instant, activate it.
Ooh, that's a good move.
That is a good move.
That's why I just
And-
went to the home base.
And now that I'm colorblind,
pick the one in the middle that's a different color.
I'm saying they're all looking the same.
If you do the
Is
one
this
in the
yours?
middle,
No.
you're going to give Jeremy an extra turn.
That's yours?
Yes.
You did the jerk move earlier.
What?
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. Remember that. Okay.
There are no alliances in Ex Libris.
Yes, sir.
But there's paybacks.
Oh, where's my secret card?
And so now, isn't there something else you do with that?
There can be
No.
only one Grand
That's
Librarian.
it. You'll get an extra turn since you got it. Your
Okay.
worker back.
Place your bets, gentlemen.
Spells and potions.
Reference texts.
Reference text. Okay.
See, you don't know what my card is.
Monster manuals?
Ooh, I picked the right card.
2, 3, 4.
Did you pick?
Oh, I also could have picked Monster Manual. That also would have been a good one.
Yeah.
So, there
Okay.
are 3 reference texts.
And 1, 2, 3, 4 spells
Oh,
and potions.
Right.
I'll
You
take
got-
these two. No, you don't get these.
I was going to discard them. I was going to help.
And now I may shelve them if I wish. Oh, yes, I am going to actually. I'll shelve that one right there.
Okay.
My turn is over.
I have one more move.
I'm going to the diviner's hut.
It's not your turn.
What?
Go to the diviner's hut on your turn. No, I'm going to go to the diviner's hut.
I wanted to go because I never get to go. You always go there.
Alright. I'm going to do my home action and get my third shelf built.
Ooh.
Well, my third row, not my third shelf.
Now it's your turn.
I'm still going
So
to the
we've
diviner-
still got
the
a
diviner's
few
hut.
rounds in front of us, but the game ends
Draw one card for
with
every
3
assistant we
players
have placed.
when
And
14
pick the best
cards
player.
have been placed on one person's library.
So I have 2
And not
assistants.
immediately when it's placed,
Discounts,
but at
right?
that
Mhm.
the end of
Placed
that
as long as they're
round.
placed.
That will
Yeah.
end that round. Then you play a final round,
Yes.
and then the game ends. I don't think that counts in tombed cards, though, does it?
No.
Those are extra.
Yeah, only actual shelf cards that
Okay.
are on the shelf.
I'm gonna place my mummy. And so, Judge,
Yes.
I played my mummy.
Uh-huh.
I can draw a card from my home location. Can I still take the mummy's action for shelving cards?
Trying to.
Yeah, I think so. I think when you use your mummy to
It's
do
an
that ability,
additional action.
that's his extra. That's his ability.
So if you shelve a card,
Yeah. So if
That's
your
when
home
you can
action
take
is to
your-
shelf a
Okay.
card, you can entomb.
Okay, so I can't draw and shelve.
no.
So,
Aha!
No, his ability is only when he shelves a card.
okay, well, I'm going to entomb a card right now. Oh. Wards against warts are going to go under this bookshelf right there.
Alright, so you're hiding the one that you're shelving,
Yes.
but that'll be worth a couple of points at the end of the game.
2 points.
Do you know if they have to be in order still?
Not
or
the ones underneath.
Those are 3
no.
points.
The ones, if you were going to stack one on top of it, and
She's
two
done.
and two.
The one on
you
top
got
has
one
to
left?
be
The
in
one on
order.
top still has to be.
Yeah.
in-
Patrick's done,
I
I'm
used
done.
all mine. You know, we
Um,
keep giving Jeremy a free turn.
So I'm going to shell the card. I'm going to play the D27. Ooh, I like this. Deadly traps, dealing with your demon possession, the day the sun never set, debauchery and depravity.
At the top of your bookshelf.
Top and center.
Okay, that ends the round.
Okay.
Alright.
There's nothing to resolve here, so everybody just takes their guys back.
Thank you.
And the lowest one here is the Gambling Den, so that card's gonna stay.
Oh,
That's good. That's a
And
fun
let me
card.
take those discards again.
Okay. And we are also going to be playing at the Rummage Sale.
Nope.
Dude.
Camera up.
There we go.
Rummage.
The Rummage Sale lets you take one card from this location, take one additional card if another assistant is present. All newly acquired cards may be shelved.
How many
So
cards
this
go
one
there?
gets 3 cards on it.
Deal 3.
A C,
Wow.
a G, and an O. And then we have the Donation Center. Discard 1 or more cards, then shelve up to 2 cards from your hand. So, good way to get some extra cards on your shelf. And then our last one for this round is the Wishing Well. Discard X cards, then draw X plus 1. You may shelve one of the newly acquired cards.
All right, I'm going to go first to the rummage sale,
Uh-oh. He's got his eye on something.
and I just take a card.
Yep.
Yeah, you just get one.
And I get to place it, right? Shelve
You
it?
can.
Mhm.
All newly acquired cards may be shelved.
Can I use the entomb as a free action? Or do I have to use my card?
I think you have
You have
to.
to
So
use-
you have to be shelving it for some
Has to be a
reason.
shelf
Okay, so
action.
but it has
Like-
to be a mummy action though.
Right.
Okay.
So if the mummy,
your mummy
goes to home
shelves.
action does a shelf, or if the mummy goes to one
Okay.
of the other locations and it allows you to shelf the card, then
So if you took your
Okay.
mummy to the
They'll-
rummage sale,
Oh, yeah, well that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to take both of these. And then I'm going to shelve this one. And it's going to go right underneath this guy right here.
do me another one.
Chboop. End of my turn.
Chboop.
See, I keep looking at your shelf, Chris, thinking, you only have 3 shelves, but then
Ah!
and then
But I still want to get some stable shelving going.
Patrick.
alrighty, I will
Yes.
Thinking about it. Okay. I will go to the donation center. No, I won't. I'm just going to go home.
And play with my books.
Alright, so I'm going to shelve Marvelous Miracles and Mysterious Mysticism, Mandated Mandates with Mandrakes, Melodrious Maledictions, and Magnets. How they work.
You're better with Latin than English.
Yeah.
So, my turn. Let's be the first person to go to the gambling den.
Oh.
4 cards.
What are you calling for?
Whatever he wants when he pulls them up.
Yeah. This one, and that one. I'm going to go for codices again.
Kadichi.
Oh, you're that guy.
You
Codicil.
say tomato. I
Oh
say
my gosh, he's on a
tomato.
roll.
You say tomato, I
Oh,
say potato.
all of them.
Swing and a hit. And I get to keep what's
May shelve 1 per player below. Discards the rest.
So you can shove a card and then the rest go away.
Wah wah.
Or you can keep it in your hand because it says you may shove a card.
Now, when you entomb cards, you just get 2 points for it? 2 victory points? You don't get the
Yeah,
points
but
for each
you
book?
can't entomb cards, can you?
I thought that's what we were able to do.
You can entomb
You
cards.
can
You're the
entomb
mummy.
cards 'cause
You
you're
get
the
the mummy. So it's not a regular.
I thought anybody
action.
can entomb cards.
Only the mummy has the entomb ability.
Or I'm sure there are
Have
some
you already
other.
entombed cards, Jeremy?
But he doesn't
Okay.
get any points.
I was going to, though, thanks.
Oh. But I'm sure that there are something
Some
in here that'll
locations
let
where
you
you
do
can
it
do
at
it.
some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
But since you are the wizard, you can shift cards around instead of entombing them if you need to.
Yep.
Right.
As long as you remember to keep everything in order.
Which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to shift this one, play that one.
Nicely done. That's a very powerful ability. Although Patrick got last place when he was playing the wizard. Just saying.
'Cause I don't read good.
Okay. I'm gonna go right there since that looks good. I'm gonna discard 1 or more cards. I'm gonna discard that guy. And then shelve up to 2 cards from your hands. Oh, but wait. No, I'm not.
You could entomb 2 cards from your hand.
Here
Oh,
goes
is that what you were
one.
doing? Sorry, spoilers.
No, I'm gonna keep this one.
Now he can't do a big reveal, Patrick.
And fizzle. Okay, my turn's done.
Alright. I'm going to go to the wishing well. I will discard this
How many?
banned book.
Just
one. And I get to take 1 plus 1. And I may shelve one of them if I want to. 2. It's a little awkward, but we'll make it work. I'm going to shelve this W right next to my other one.
We gotta watch Jeremy over here. He's already running 6 points on his.
Yeah, he is.
I
He's
have
got a pretty skilled
shelved
shelf over there.
Wicked Stuff. Who watches the Watchmakers? And my son, who's a comic book nerd. I mean that in the most loving way.
We're all
We're all comic nerds.
Well, if we're
But he would not let us go. He's like, do you know where that's from? Do you know where that's from? Do you know where that's from? Do you know where that's from?
Seriously, comment in the comment section below. Do you know where that's from?
Who watches the Watchmakers? When Dracula's Attacula and the Wheel of Time with THYME.
Well, since we're playing Ex Libris, I should, and you call your son a comic book nerd with that tone. I should say that my first financial purchase ever was purchasing a COD at the post office to get a subscription to Tarzan comic book.
Nice.
Oh.
Grandma, what's a COD? All right, my turn. I'm going to shelve a card with my wizard.
Responses are coming into that reference.
Shift a group.
Are they?
Mark got it first.
Shift
Whoa.
a group of cards.
Oh! In any direction.
And play L.
Well
Oh.
played.
Just lifted a whole shelf.
Wow.
Well, he's a wizard, so. Okay, exactly.
Okay, well.
What was that action again, Patrick?
Well, I'm going to go right.
It was the opposite of my ghost.
And I will be.
Your shelf's better than mine.
I'm going to shelve a card. And we'll put them right here.
Is that because you have no more places to entomb a card?
Yes. And I'm out.
Yeah. So at the end of the game, you get bonus points. That's mine. He's napping.
Oh,
At the end of the game, you get bonus points for shelf stability. So far, nobody.
Well,
Yes,
he
it-
did.
He
had
did,
it.
but he lost it.
And how did he do it?
How do you get stability? Or
how did he?
all right, that was cute.
I know, I can tell by the feeling in my stomach.
Is that what that feeling means? I'm gonna go to the Diviner's Hut. I have placed 2 assistants before that. There's 3 out there, so I get 3 cards, and I also get the first player token. 1, 2, 3.
I like Shannon's response.
What was it?
I can see it. Boom! Nerded!
Because he also mentioned Who Watches the Watchers was also a Star Trek episode.
Oh, really?
Next Generation. Boom. Nerded.
If you knew both of those, uber nerd.
So, we're ready.
We're all done with this round?
Shannon, I gotta ask, is Boom Nerded a reference to How I Met Your Mother, Boom Lawyered?
Okay.
So, come on!
Anything resolving?
I don't think there's anything that needs resolved. Nope. So everybody gets their stuff back.
End of another round?
So
Yep.
the next lowest card goes up.
Yep, that's the donation center.
Can I read that before you put it up there? No, please.
Sure. Alex, you want some more cards to look at?
Yes.
Ah!
Oh!
Good job.
I'm sure there's viewers right now
which
just
is
going, oh!
Which is
I don't think they saw
Which
it.
is exactly
Okay.
why Alex keeps scooping them up so he can't do something like that.
Is this the free version that we're giving to somebody?
Yes.
This is the one that I
And
threw
now
out for.
it is now.
Oh, well, let's start shuffling. Let's
Oh, wait.
start bridge shuffling and
Shoo! Yeah.
I do have the
Correct me if I'm wrong. This might be a good chance to talk about our mule service too. I thought I saw the Ex Libris is going to.
Ex Libris is being is going to be at Essen, but I believe we're going to have it before then.
Oh, are we?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Well, if
But
you happen
it
to
is-
be in Germany,
but
But
it is
still,
still a very good transition to talk about our Essen Mule service because Essen is coming up here in 2 weeks.
15
Less than
days.
2 weeks. 15 days.
it's a little more than
So it's a little
2
more,
weeks.
A little more than 2 weeks. Whatever. But we have an Essen Mule service. You can go to our Essen page and check it out. There are a ton of titles on there. And what we do is a few of us go over there. Nick, I think, is going, and our purchasing manager, Chris Morton, is going to be over there. And they're going to be picking up games that you guys pre-order or have an interest in. We're going to be air shipping them back to our warehouse and getting them to you long before that they're going to actually hit the U.S.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now, the thing about Essen is not all of those games come back to the U.S. Not all of them come back quickly. And I was looking on there today. I saw some games that are in or are recently in Kickstarter. So there's some exclusive stuff over there.
Well, we should also tell our viewers that if they're even if they're just interested in a game, they don't have to pre-order it. They can, like, what is it?
Notify
Notify
The
me.
notify me button.
Yep.
Mhm.
And if there's enough interest in a game,
Yeah.
we'll bring it back.
Okay, so we're going to prep our next round. We're going to the bookseller, which lets you take one card from this location. You may shelve it. So there's an opportunity to get a free card in there. You want to put 4 on it, Jeremy?
I do, because I'm liking this deck over here better than that one.
Yard sale. Reveal any number of cards from your hand. In turn order, each opponent may take or shelf one of your revealed cards or pass. Continue until all revealed cards are gone or all opponents have passed. For each of your revealed cards taken or shelved by an opponent, draw 2 cards, then shelve any 1 card from your hand. So it was a little wordsy, but if you let people draw cards from your hand, you get to take 2 cards for each one that they took, and then you can shelve 1. That's the short version. The TLDR.
I'll switch to the other camera.
You
so
lost
can
me
actually
at
show it
revealing a number.
I'll tell you how to do it if you want. Community Center. This has some elderly elves on there.
Elderly elves?
That could be an E card.
Elverlies?
Elverlies? Take 1 card from this location, then give 1 of the remaining cards to an opponent. Both cards may be shelved. And we put 4 on that one. Okay, so the yard sale. You pick a number of cards from your hand that you don't want anymore, and everybody gets to, one at a time, take 1 until everybody has passed. Okay? For every card that somebody took off your hands, you get to draw 2 cards. You get to multiply the number of cards that you sold at your yard sale.
You lost me at a reveal a number.
Get out of here. Get out.
Who's first player?
I am, because I'm amazing. And I have
In your own world.
I have the Mento. Alright.
They liked your wordsy reference there.
I didn't really mean wordsy, but I heard it after I said it. I haven't had a chance to play wordsy yet. Okay. I'm going to take a location from this. I will take the sea and shelve it. And to be a big old jerk, I'm going to burn down 2 books.
Excuse me.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
That's totally why I picked
Jerk
it.
move number 3.
No. And that will let me do...
Wait, I think he's got more stuff
Oh, no.
to do on it.
All of them lets me. Do 2 locations. Jerk move number 4. I will draw 1. And then I will shelve 1. Now it's Jeremy's turn.
Let's read this card one more time.
Why? Chris still isn't going to get it.
Well, let's just do the yard sale.
Maybe if we show you how it works.
Please.
How many cards do you want to put in your yard sale?
3.
Okay. So, you get first choice. You can take one of his cards. And I think
Blind? Reveal.
Revealed, yeah. So you get to show us what you're putting in the sale.
I would have made it more enticing.
Oh, you already have.
Okay. You want any of those?
But for everyone I pick, he gets to take 2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I may shelve this one?
You may shelve it.
Do.
I'll take A. And now, Chris, you have a
Monster
chance to
Manual.
take that one if you want it.
Now, if Chris doesn't take it, does
Then
Jeremy
he
go back?
passes.
No, and then you get a
Say,
choice.
say you both pass and he still has
Mhm.
cards. Does Jeremy get it back or does it get discarded?
It doesn't say that he has to discard it. Further clarifications are in the book for each
Yeah,
of
I'll look
these.
it up.
Okay. Well, yeah, I still want this one.
This
I'll
one?
take it.
Okay.
So I get 6 cards.
You get 6 cards.
Now, when I entomb a card, I can put it on top or bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I have the top one off of that?
What do you know about that card that I don't know?
Feels like a lottery.
It just says reveal, so it doesn't say discard.
Okay.
And Toby was asking if all of the locations show up every game.
No, you will not.
No, because the game ends at 14 cards in a library, so
And
it's
we're-
possible for like half of these to never show up.
Yep.
I saw, I can't remember which one it was now, but I saw one today that I've never seen before, and I've played this game a couple of times.
And I'm also going to say that looking at the insert, I could actually show you here. The insert for the game. there's probably going to be room for expansion.
I hope so.
Yep.
I like it when you open a box and you can see that they've made room for other stuff.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
You done?
Oh, now do I get to? I'm sorry. Do I get to shelve any of those?
Yeah.
For each of your revealed cards, take or shelf.
taken
Wait.
or shelved
Draw 2
by an
cards,
opponent.
then shelf any 1 card from your hand.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna place this L next to my other L.
Ouchie.
I think Jeremy's gonna win again.
No, I don't think you will.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Patrick's already got 9 cards out there.
I haven't been paying attention to him over there.
That's the way we all like it. And that's the way, I like it.
Okay.
Who's almighty?
I'm going to the Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. Anybody seen that one?
Oh.
I'm going to go to the community center. I'm going to take 1 card from this location. Yes. And I've got to then give one of the remaining cards to an opponent. Both cards may be shelved.
Aww. And I can shelve it?
Aren't you gonna burn it like you do all the other books?
No, this one's mine. I only burned your books.
That ends my turn.
All right.
Don't forget, we also have these up here we can go to.
That is true. Let's gamble.
Gambling in the library?
Mm-hmm.
Pitching pennies
All right.
up against the front porch.
No, gambling in the gambling den.
I'm going to be looking for monster manuals.
Monster.
1,
Oh.
Monster.
2, 3,
Oh.
4.
I know what you're
And
going to take.
I only get to
1.
take 1, yeah. But I'm going to take this one that has 3 on it.
Okay. We'll discard the rest.
Yeah, it's worth it. I'm losing points on one of my cards for not putting it in order, but I'm getting 3 points back. Actually, are your own books, not that you know that's my book, but are they worth double?
Your focus points are worth 2 points for each book.
So I'm losing a couple points, but I'm getting 6. Maybe.
You are not good at that.
Or an uncle!
I think you should go back to your Guardian's Call poker face. There you go.
I'm gonna shelve a card. I'm gonna shelve an I. Itchiest itching powders, irregular regulations. Right there in my hole.
Ooh, we're getting close.
You've got 9. I have 11.
A lot.
11.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the card that I took.
Oh, Randy, I gotta give you props. Somebody is being shelvish.
Oh.
That was cute.
I got that feeling again. I have to say that I'm really liking Chris thinks. I'm really liking the Uber stacks with this game because you can kind of set your shelf up.
Oh yeah.
You can kind of pre-plan your shelf.
Makes it a lot easier to see your shelf.
If you had a lot of Uber stacks, you could...
You could have a 3 high Uber stack shelf.
Yeah. You could kind of plan your moves.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go here to the donation center. I'm going to discard, as much as this is going to hurt, 1 card. And, oh, actually, I'm sorry. I didn't want to use him. I needed to use him. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, where was I going? I just took somebody off of there. That's where I was going. Yeah, discard 1 card, then shelve up to 2 cards from my hand. And I am going to shelve these 2.
I have a question for you, Alex.
1.
Yes.
So, if
2.
you put a card out of order, you don't get the points for it. Do you still have to take the penalties for it? Or does the whole card become moot?
It's actually the whole card becomes moot. It's actually a possible strategy to voluntarily flip over a card before scoring happens in order to get rid of some bad cards.
Oh, do they let you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So before scoring, you are allowed to flip over shelves if you like and empty them.
Okay.
And it will still count toward your shelf stability.
Right, because the back of these cards
Yes.
is an empty shelf.
Let's see that up close real quick, if you don't mind.
But
Flip them over.
no books. What? Where they? What? Oh, there they are.
It's like the spinning bookcase in Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So is it my turn now? Or...
Are you done playing around?
I don't know. We talked so long. I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'm going to shelve another card.
Chris, you never told us one of your favorite books.
The Book of 5 Rings. I have several versions of
All
it.
5 rings with you.
No, it's... Well, first of all, okay, Legend of the Five Rings.
It's a card game.
Okay, the Legend of the 5 Rings. It's my all-time favorite game. I am going headfirst into the deep end since the LCG has been released. I'm going. I've been waiting 2 years for this.
It's a long wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does Funagain Games have L5R?
Yes, we do.
But your favorite book, or one of your favorite books,
is the Book of 5 Rings, and
Okay.
I have several versions of it, and I read them at least once a year, and I
Wow.
always get a different meaning every time I read them.
nice.
All right, Jeremy.
All right, so I'm using going to shelve a book. I'm using my wizard ability to slide
Oh.
and place an R, rules for writing rule books, and rudimentary rudeness for you, Patrick.
That was pretty wizard of you.
That's a pretty shifty move.
Stomach!
Okay, and for my last play, I'm gonna go here.
Just got like 3 people at the same time going, Wolfpack!
To the diviner set, I will take this. I have 2 other assistants on there, so I will draw.
I think I want to
No,
memorize Zach Galifianakis'
Okay.
Wolfpack speech. It was so long and awkward.
It's hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well,
Anytime. Okay, that ends my turn round.
Right.
Okay.
So, you still have an action?
I have one left. I will do... Is there anything else here that lets me shelf cards besides my home actions?
Well, while you're thinking, I'm going to answer Daniel's question.
What was it?
Mm.
Yes, L5R is nothing like Scythe.
I thought that he said that people who play L5R like Scythe.
Oh,
Did I read that wrong?
I don't know. Good
I've
question.
heard people who play L5R will love Scythe.
Oh.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do home
Nobody
action.
who plays L5R plays Scythe.
And I'm going to
Oh,
shelve...
how I hope and I pray that one day I'll
Oh.
play Scythe.
I think
But
we should.
today is not the day.
Shelving
But
a-
it is not that day!
Schoolhouse Rock.
Shelving a 12th card, are you, Patrick?
Yes, I am.
No!
The off-kilter kilted killer and oddly shaped ghosts.
Can't say oddly shaped without me thinking of Ron Burgundy. The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
Oh, okay. I would have gotten it in a second.
So that triggers the end game.
End
Thank
of-
you.
No, we go 14 cards.
End of the
Oh, we're
round.
going to
It's
14
the
or
end of-
12?
14.
14.
14 for 3 players.
Okay.
Don't throw your arms up yet. Got another
Don't
round
flip
or two.
the table yet.
Back in the socket.
I want to see you try and flip this table. They're really heavy.
Oh, these are flippable.
Oh.
I accept
Challenge
the challenge.
accepted.
All right, next round.
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything that needs resolved?
I don't think so.
Nerd.
Hey, Aaron. Ex Libris is not out yet. It is coming out. At least the release date is
We're
for it is
keeping the
October
community
25th,
center.
Do the cards
Those
go
get
with
is
it?
fit.
right when Essen starts. So
Needs
Do the
Go.
cards stay with it, and then we
Take one
redeal?
card for this location.
Judge?
yes. What?
On cards that get saved, that you
Mhm.
keep cards on, do we restock those cards every turn?
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Okay.
so discard those. We're going to put new ones on it.
Yes, indeed. Feed the needy.
Here's some more for you.
2 from
Thank
there,
you.
2 from here.
Sure.
Sure.
We got an L and 3 greens. I might want
I
those.
want to show the yard sale card. I don't know if we got a
Yeah. I
close up
like.
of that, but I like it.
Okay.
Yep, I agree. That's
There's
a good
our-
one.
There's our yard sale there. This is a good one. I like the guy stuffing one of those stuffed teddy bears in his bag.
Oh, I didn't even notice he was shoplifting. That's awesome.
Is that what he's doing?
Is he?
I don't think so. I think they're
No.
just buying stuff.
We're
No.
going to go to the Mystery Shack. This is a fun one. Arm in space. Okay. The Mystery Shack. Name a category, then peek at all the mystery cards. Reveal and take any or all cards matching that category. Return the remaining cards face down. You may shelve one of the newly acquired cards. So we get 4 mystery cards on that one.
Guess where Patrick's going on his first turn?
The local draft house. I love this card because this card has a double meaning.
Yep.
It is a draft house. You can see them there at the bar. But also, the player on space 1 below reveals 2 cards from the deck for every assistant at this location. In the order below, each player takes 1 card until none remain. Any or all drafted cards may be shelved. So it's a draft house, and we're going to draft. And then our last location is the Book Collector. Discard any number of cards from your hand and or library. So you can take some out of here, make the game last a little bit longer if you wanted to. For every 2 books discarded, or here, for every 2 books discarded that match one of the Book Collector's categories, draw a card from the deck. You may shelf up to 2 of the cards drawn.
Oh man, there's a lot of game-ending locations here.
So we have to put 1 card on him, so we see what his.
Yeah.
So he's going for monster manuals, something Kadichi. I forgot what those were called again.
Corrupted.
Corrupted
Corrupted.
Kadichi. And what's the green one? It's not
Inkwell.
spells. What's the Inkwell one? The green one.
The green one. The green one is Fantastical Fictions.
Fantastical Fictions.
Okay, Sean Connery. Fantastical Fictions.
Fantastical Fictions.
Okay. For my first move, I will go here to the gambling den.
Really?
Yes, I will. And I'm going to call out reference text.
All right.
I'll take 4. Go ahead, you can deal out 4 from there. That'll work.
There's 1. There's 2. There's 4. And 5. Good call on the reference texts.
Thank you. And boom, 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 boom. Takes all the cards and may shelve 1 per player below. So it has to be the cards that I drew.
Mm.
And he's. I'm running out of room.
You run out of room. play Extreme Ex Libris, and if you don't plan well enough, you can't place cards if you have to move
If
your
that's a
entire
good
There we
edge
go.
of the table.
Okay, my turn's over.
Okay.
All right. I just want to look at something real quick. Let's-
I'm going to go to the community center, and I'm not going to bring my fire imp. Oh, that's the wrong place. I'm going to take the S, then give one of the remaining cards to an opponent. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to give Jeremy a B.
Why,
think they
thank
can
you.
both-
Oh,
Both cards may be shelved, so you can go ahead and put that up if you want.
May I answer Sherry's question?
Sure, I was actually writing something out, but please do.
Okay. To answer Sherry's question, Sherry, I am colorblind. The colors are a little bit hard for me to tell which is which, but the icons are great, is the best way to put it.
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah, they are big, completely different, very easy for me to tell. This is one of the few games that I don't have any problem with the colors, except for the two-player pawns that they're
gnomes,
playing.
Yeah.
Would the
Hence-
silver pawn have been easier? I left him in the
Probably.
box.
Since that's why I'm
I
picking
get to pick my own color.
why I'm picking this color.
I set up the game. I got to pick the colors.
Here's the silver gnome if you want to compare.
That's
Well,
green.
You poor thing.
Alex, what color is the underside of these mats?
Silvery gray.
Yeah. Well, I say the same color as the little gnome there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I rest my case.
Anyway.
The other thing about the symbols at the top of these cards, besides color blindness, is it does make it easy to count what you have without having to, count the books individually. All the little orbs up there make it quick.
Yep, exactly.
All right, that was my action.
Oh,
Jeremy's turn.
you went?
I went and I
Okay.
gave you
Oh,
a
that's
book.
you gave me a book and I shelved it. Thank you. I'm going to shelve a book. Using my wizard action sliding. And that's my turn.
And
Judge.
already?
Put your hand down.
We're not supposed to have gaps in our shelves that I know of. Like, you can't build a part, but
Right.
can you, if you have a long row, can you kind of build legs and have cards?
Yeah, you just can't
Yeah, this-
because you just can't go
can
to
do
the
that.
corner. You can't match the corners.
Okay.
Yeah. And isn't the stability the largest grouping?
Yes, starting at the bottom though.
Okay.
So it can't be a big group on the top two
So
rows.
you-
An
if you have
inverted
two little
pyramid?
legs.
Yeah.
So
Like
if you want
this?
some stability, you need to put something right there.
Yeah, you have no stability right now, Chris.
I do. I've got a column.
It's
You're
gotta be 2 by
unstable.
2.
We knew it. You're unstable.
Well, then I've got
You're
some right there.
unstable.
Oh, no, wait. Nothing at the bottom. Yeah.
Jeremy has a nice looking library.
Wait, thank you.
Check out the books on that one. Oh, that's a double meaning because it's a library.
That's a nice library. I like that library.
Okay, I lost my thought again.
By the way, guys, just so you know, I'm going to draw a winner when we have met the end game condition. They'll have one more round after that, but we'll do a giveaway. So be sure to react to the video if you haven't already.
Okay, I'm going
There
to.
go the likes.
I'm going to go
Like,
to the
like,
donation
like.
center. I am going to.
Discard one or more cards,
Yeah.
then shelve up to 2 cards from your hand. It's a good chance to get rid of banned books.
I'm going to actually discard that one. And I can shelve up to 2 cards. There. No. Now I feel better.
Yeah.
It
Say
was taxing
something.
for you.
Yeah.
You are asking for trouble.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to go to the gambling den. I'm going to be looking for reference texts.
And Chris, you're going to be looking for?
We're gambling. Do you want to gamble? You don't have to gamble.
Yes, I do. Historic volumes.
Oh, never mind. You do have to gamble.
Yeah, what would be the point?
I want historic volumes.
Okay. No. Oh, there's 2 for me, 1 for you. 1 for you.
2 and 2.
1 for me.
So you got it.
We have a tie. No, we don't.
No, you got it.
I can't count. But
It's hard for some people.
It's hard for some people. I get to take 2 cards, so I'm going to take... Yeah, you have to take the cards that you matched. And I'm going to hold on to them.
And yes, Robert, this is my 3rd play of this game, and I'm enjoying it more and more each time I've played it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Diviner's Hut.
Huh?
Taking that.
Here, wait, I'm going to throw it.
And I get how many cards for each?
1 card for every assistant you have
Right,
placed.
so I have 2. And that's my turn.
I don't know who Jason's asking about the Enchroma glasses, but my brother does have a pair, and I've tried them on, and I noticed a big difference.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How come you don't wear them all the time?
I was curious about those.
They're his brothers.
Yeah.
My brother
Did you
always
not hear
steals
the
my
story?
stuff.
No, he wasn't going to let me out of his sight with those.
Okay, so is color blindness hereditary?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful
That's
my
why.
daughter
That's why there's
doesn't
such a
have
high percentage.
Yeah.
All right, I made my move.
Okay. I will. Man, there's not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna draw 1 card. Not what I wanted. That ends my round.
All right.
There's a lot of choices now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here I'm gonna react. There, I'm entered.
I'm going to go to the book collector. You can discard any number of cards from your deck, and every 2...
No, from your hand.
From your hand.
And/or library.
And/or library, okay. And for every 2 that match one of his book categories, you get to draw a card. Yep. Okay. So, he's got monsters, Kodichi, and fiction. Let me get rid of
How
some
many
of these
players
ones.
is this? 2 to 4?
1 to 4. You can play
1
it
to 4.
solo. You can play it all by yourself.
It's good for Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of like all this crap that I'm not gonna be able to put out.
Which one are you? The community center?
The book collector.
Book collector.
Why don't you burn this book?
We can get it back.
So, you would burn it, and then you could have no choice.
He's
That
training
would be
me.
a jerk move on yourself.
I'm not gonna burn down books in the place where he's helping me out. So I'm getting rid of 6 cards. Oh wait, no, it's for every 2 books. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monsters on there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm taking 6 cards.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
You should have burned it.
You have a problem. and then I can shelve 2 if I want.
We have too much fun at the warehouse.
Well, the company is called Funagain.
Where we make Wednesdays
shelve
fun again.
That guy. And... Ooh, I'm going to shelve that guy. And that puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards in my library.
Signaling the final round.
So go ahead and finish this round if we still have
Right.
things to do.
I still have one.
And then the next round will be the final round. And because it's the final round, somebody is going to get a fabulous prize that I did not throw on the floor.
It won't be this copy. It's a pre-order. It's one of the new ones that are going to come in. Be nice and pretty.
Maybe. Who does the packing and shipping?
Oh.
Are we off?
I mean, it says we're still on, so
Alright.
let me know, guys, if we're having an issue. I'm having an issue on one of my streams.
Alex has issues.
I have a lot of issues.
That's okay, I've got problems.
There it is. We're still going. We're good. I just had to refresh my browser.
Just like some of our viewers.
Yeah. I'm proof that it works.
I'm going to go to the community center. I'm going to take this card and shelve it.
Take
it.
this
Shelve
card
it.
and shelve it.
Where will he be shelving it?
Shelve it. And give you...
Oh, man.
Wait!
He gave me a card. You've never given me anything.
I gave him 1 card and he forgot all the evil I've done.
Oh, Patrick, you must really love me.
You burned all those books for me.
It's like a whipped dog. You pet him, he's like, okay, so we're friends again?
Feed me.
All right, so that's the end of the round.
Oh, man. So
Yep.
that...
Alright,
this
I don't
is
think anything needs resolved, so take your stuff
Right,
back.
so yeah, do all
So
that.
Alex is going to give away a game while we get set up for the last round, right?
Yep.
Yep. So real quick before we do the giveaway, I want to point out that the end game effect was triggered by Patrick because he has 14 cards in his shelf.
15.
15 cards in his shelf.
But I
So,
only
excuse
needed
me.
14.
Jeremy was close. He had, what do you have there? 13?
5, 10, yeah, 13. I can catch
And
up.
then Chris has a
catch
shelf that's literally about to fall over.
Oh. I am going to try something here showing that you don't have to have a stable shelf
Oh, okay.
to mass points.
All right.
Or win.
But you
Okay.
You got there faster, Jeremy.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and give away a game. I've already pulled the name,
we
and I'm
used all
pretty
the
excited
cards.
about it. Hey, guys, listen. So, I'm really excited when we pull one of our regulars. We got one of our regulars whose name came up. The downside of this is I can never remember if they've already won. So, Andrew Roble, let me know if you've already won. Because
Our viewers will let
if
us
you
know.
have, we
Yeah.
might have to move on. But that was the name I came up with first. So.
Pretty soon they're going to be up there going, he's a witch, burn him!
Yeah. And to answer Amy's question, I think it's probably maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most with all the talking and
Depends on how much
we played
talking
it
Yeah.
in
we
an
do, yeah.
hour, but
How
the
much
box
goofing
says
off there
45
is.
minutes. Derek played it and said it was about 45 minutes, so
Okay.
that's what we're looking at.
And I'm sure if you're quiet, you could probably get it down to 40 minutes.
So somebody asked earlier if you always see all the cards. We said the answer is no, you don't always see all the cards, but this time we actually went through all of them.
Well, Andrew's there.
Yeah, Andrew's definitely here, but Andrew, let me know if you've already won. Just because it's hard to remember, I should be writing these down, but it's hard to remember just because you're always here, and I really appreciate you always being here.
As do we.
Alex, what's one of your favorite books?
Oh man, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and right now I'm doing a King's Quest where I'm reading every single one of his published books in order, in chronological order, because he has a bit of a universe that he's built. Anyway, my favorite book right now is probably still The Stand. so epic
haven't
and
read that one
sprawling
yet.
and amazing, and just it's so good.
That's an enormous book.
It's an enormous book.
Stephen King writes enormous books, though.
It was gigantic. And I'm almost
It's
there,
it's
so.
I don't know the exact number, but it's over 1,300 pages. And then, you know, when one of the last Harry Potters came out, we're all like, it has 700 pages!
Did you say you're reading every Stephen King book in order?
Yep.
Way to take a hobby and turn it into a chore.
I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I've only ran into a couple of books that I have trouble with. I have trouble with his Bachman books. He writes very differently in those.
Careful, if you make Stephen King mad, he'll ban you from seeing his future movies.
I have trouble with the Bachman
Does that
books.
include it?
And Mr. Mercedes.
But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Also, some of his collaborative efforts are not my favorites. I'm going through The Talisman right now, which is a good story, but it's a little hard to read.
I haven't read any slow Stephen Kings. My favorites are his older ones, though.
Oh, yeah.
Loved Pet Cemetery.
Easily, The Shining was phenomenal. All right.
Okay, so we've got 3 new cards here. We have the Tax Collector. In turn order, each opponent must discard 1 card to this location. You may discard X cards to take X cards from this location. You may shelve any and all newly acquired cards. The Librarian's Lodge. This has a few different things on here. You may perform the following actions once, each in any order. So you can do either one of these or both in any order you choose. Move one of your previously placed assistants from a location to one of your home action spaces and activate it. So you can use that guy twice. You can swap 1 card from your library with any card in your hand, any other card in your library, or to any allowed position in your library. So it lets you swap cards in your hand and your library, or your library and your library to fix something you might have done wrong.
Does that include entombed cards? Because it is in my library.
Alex?
Judge?
Sorry, well,
You want to clarify the Librarian's Lodge and see if entombed cards can be moved? And then the last one is Yield Book Swap. Trade 1 card from your hand with 1 card from this location. The newly acquired card may be shelved. So we have to put 3 on that one.
Okay.
There's 1
Dos.
and 3.
Sag.
Sad.
Okay, so... Oh, Jeremy gets first turn.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. And I like to go to the gambling den first.
What you looking for?
cards. So
What
it
kind?
doesn't,
What kind?
It doesn't
Oh.
really clarify, but the Librarian's Lodge does say any card from your shelf. So I'm guessing you can take an entombed card if you want.
We'll
I don't know
we'll
why
allow
you
it
did.
until somebody says that we can't.
Okay, don't anybody say anything.
I'm going to go for the Idiches. The edifices or whatever. I knew you'd correct me.
Well, I knew you were going to say it wrong.
So, how about giving me 4 cards from that one?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. None, 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 and a big fat none.
Wow, that was none your business.
That the last hand that you guys pulled was all 4.
You wasted it all on that one.
Well,
I thought maybe I was gambling on Chris's shuffle.
I didn't stack the deck.
You
That's not
did.
everything that's over there.
Not exactly a game you can count cards in.
Okay.
This is the last chance anybody
Okay.
has to add cards to their library if they want points.
Yep.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to the Librarian's Lodge. And I'm going to first swap 1 card from my library with any card in my hand, another card in your library, or to any allowed position in your library. I'm going to take my Alpha card. I want this Whiskey card here, so I'm going to swap them out. And this goes back into my hand. And move one of your previously placed assistants from a location to one of your home action spaces and activate it. But there is no previously placed one, so
All right.
that's done.
I'm going to take my Fire Imp to Yield Book Swap, and I'm going to burn it down. And then get rid of all those, and take 2 home actions.
Wow.
Draw. And draw. Alright, and it's someone else's turn.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna shell the card. There. H. How to take hostages. How to be something free. How things were before. Horses or half centaurs.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Mr. Teeter Totter.
That's right. That's right. Oh, no. Just wait. Just wait. I'm going to go ahead and... No, I won't do that one. I will... Oh, you burned those, didn't you?
Actually, no, we didn't refill the community center. I burned
You
down
did?
the book
Oh,
swap.
okay. So let's
So
do
you need to put 4 cards there.
Okay.
From whichever side you think is the luckiest. No.
The suspense is killing me.
Are you doing?
Yeah,
thought you were doing it.
we need. Oh,
I was asking.
Put 4 cards there.
I was asking which pile you wanted. Ooh, there's
I said whichever pile you thought was the
there's
luckiest.
a Z, W, M, and P.
no P here. P free.
Wee wee, beep beep.
I will.
Getting all quiet. It's getting tense. Chris is trying to pull out a win with his upside down pyramid.
Trying to. I will succeed. I'm gonna take this one for myself. Well, actually
I would have done it
that's-
different.
You know what? I'm going to not. Yes, I am. You're right.
Never mind, I wouldn't have done different.
I
I
wanna
would have done that.
Well, you know what? Why don't you choke
I
on
don't
it?
want. Oh, do I want it?
Why don't you what?
Why don't you choke on it? Now.
Ooh, I needed that one. Thank you.
I'm just gonna prove my point.
I'm just gonna place your.
Oh yes, yes. Thank you.
goblin gnome.
Okay, that ends my turn.
All right. I'm going to put my little dude on the donation center. I'm going to discard a card. And get rid of this eye that I'll never ever be able to put down. And that lets me take 2 cards from my hand and put them on my shelf.
Can I have that eye?
I'm going to put down
there, matey.
these 2 T's.
2Ds?
I've got Talisman Repair, A Tale of 2 Dungeons, and Taboo Voodoo for You Too. The Tourist's Guide to the Underworld, Totally True Tales, and Torturous Task to Take Up Your Time. My library is extending into the next library. We're going to have to become a collaborative.
No.
You guys can
And then
work
we'll-
I
together.
won't bring the Fire Imp.
we'll combine them and we'll split the points evenly.
There you go.
Round it up.
That sounds like a lose-lose.
Well, aren't you Mr. Cup Half Empty?
Aye, so
All right, I'm gonna do the tax collector, and you guys each discard
okay.
card.
What? In turn order. Discard 1 card to this location. You may discard X cards to take X cards from this location. You may show.
I normally don't give an F, but this time I do.
No, we have to discard it to this location.
It's an F card.
It's your turn.
No, I take. So I
no,
take.
he's still
Oh.
doing his thing.
So I take a card.
Nope, it says you may discard X cards to take X cards from this location. You may shelve all of the newly acquired cards. So you will have to discard. If you discard one card, you get one. If you discard two, you can take both.
Yeah.
Remember, Patrick did give an F.
Yes. So now.
And I gave an E for excellent.
Well, I like the E.
I think it exceeds the new report cards.
Now, using my wizard ability.
Well, you have to discard a card to get it.
Take an A.
No, you put it here, don't you?
No, it says discard.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to slide adjacent cards. No. I was thinking I could slide that way.
No.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to put it. That whole move is not what I wanted, but my cards failed. My cards failed me, so I guess I'm gonna have to live with what I got.
For my final action, I will go here. You may shelve it.
Thanks, Chris.
And what's this gonna do? Yeah, that's gonna be the better. Okay.
Hey, you have a
So
stable shelf.
I'm going to shelve it there.
Ooh. That's a stable shelf. Alright.
I made one mistake though.
For the final action in the whole game, I'm going to do a home action, and I'm going to shelf this tea.
Talk about unstable.
Alright, we're in the scoring phase.
All right.
Alright.
We discard the cards in our hands, right?
I don't know.
So I'm
It
gonna
matters what you do with them.
hop out here with you guys.
Well, what if you have to shove them?
You won't. The game's over.
All right.
So the first thing we got to do is make sure that everything's in alphabetical
Alphabetical
order.
I've got one out of order.
I have one out of order.
Chris
E.
and Patrick. By the way,
Hi.
one of the cool things about this game is they supply you with your scorecard here
Yeah.
and a dry erase pen, and it's really easy to clean this off. So, all right. So
I've got this one out of order.
yep.
So that doesn't count towards this
So
stability.
that gets flipped. It does count towards stability, but
Really?
he doesn't get the.
Oh, so actually, before you do that, we have a
card.
chance to turn over cards if we want to, right?
Yes, if you want
Oh.
to turn over cards, you can. So, did you want to do that before I do anything?
Well, I'm going to
Turn
go ahead and
over?
turn
Yeah.
this one over.
So, like, if you had a card that had a
Since it's
bunch
out of order
these,
anyway.
then you can flip it over and it won't count towards
This
it.
one's out of order anyway.
Wow.
You don't have to.
I know I don't have to, but actually I'm going to.
You can get rid of
Yeah.
some of those yellows.
Yeah. That'll be one less.
This one's a moot. This one, unless you
Yeah.
that's your.
Yeah,
good-
that I
good
need that for
card.
his
Oh,
stability.
you need that one.
But
Okay.
you know what? No, I want a complete bookshelf. Even though it's going to knock me 1 point.
Still complete. It just doesn't have books on it. If you turn it over.
But my bookshelf is full.
You're right.
I can hear him going.
In my head, yeah, like.
Is that what that sound
I can't
was?
do it without it.
CDB.
Oh, and Kim was asking
HAI.
You know
What
what
was
really
the
messes you
rule?
up is when you realize that the tune to ABCD is the same as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
And
Twinkle, twinkle, little.
When-
That's not helping
when
at
you're-
all.
When you're in 6th grade.
wait, we need to we need to reiterate for who was it? Kim. What was the rule about flipping cards over?
So
you can flip over cards right now before we score if you want to, and you could use that to get rid of like banned books that are just going to cost you points.
right, and if something is out of order, then that one will be flipped over to be an empty shelf. It'll still count towards stability, but the card or the books on it don't count for points.
Oh, and Andrew's saying that tune's also for Mary Had a Little Lamb.
All right.
Might even be Jingle Bells too. I think it's all.
Jingle bell, no.
What was that?
Jingle, jingle, little star.
Jingle bell, jingle.
All right, so now the
bells,
next the next step that I'm going to do is I need to know how much of each book you guys have. So count up your corrupted Karichi.
Thank you.
3 for Chris,
12.
12 for Jeremy,
11.
11 for Patrick.
This one goes up to 11.
Alright. And now Fantastical Fictions.
Is which one?
Green.
The green one.
The inkwell.
Thank you.
No, it's green. Figure it out.
3. Somebody's there. You say 3, Jeremy?
Yes.
4. Jeez, Patrick.
16.
16. 17. Alright. Historical
He's had to
volumes.
say it.
That's the negative one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his banned ones.
How many bad ones do you got? These are the banned books, the historical
6.
volumes. 6
All
for
of
Jeremy.
Chris's books.
10 for Chris.
Good job.
I wonder why you were collecting those for
5
me.
for Patrick. Alright, monster manuals. One for Chris.
6 for me.
6 for Jeremy.
14.
14 for Patrick. Alright, reference texts. The magnifying glass.
8.
8 for both of you.
9.
Alright. 9 for Jeremy. And finally, spells and potions. 10.
What color does that look like?
Purple.
Oh.
7.
7.
6.
6.
Now, we didn't
Alright.
mention earlier, but there's a bonus for having a variety of books, right?
Yes. So yeah, all the scores, the score abilities,
Scoring criteria?
Thank you, are up here on the top of the board. And one of them, yeah, is for variety. Nobody has any zeros, so everybody at least has one book in each. So, all right. So the survey shelf stability bonus. So this is going to be any group of
Any or your largest?
your largest group of
So I have 9.
horizontal and vertical rectangular
Okay.
shelves.
So I have 9.
You have 9.
Does this one count even though it's empty?
It does.
Okay.
9.
9.
15.
15 for Jeremy.
Whoa.
All right, so prominent works. So that's your reference text.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy has the most reference texts.
So you get an extra
So
15
he
points.
gets 15 there.
Rock
Who
on.
has the
And
second
then
most?
you guys are both tied for second. so-
we
and
both get the.
You both get the
Tied amount?
9. Yep. All right, so then banned books. You've got, so Jeremy's got subtract 6, subtract 10 for Chris.
Yes.
And subtract 5 for Patrick.
I got first place in something.
I'll say, okay.
You were the best worst player.
So,
Thank you.
real quick, I need to.
Calculator.
What's the categorical? Okay, so it's 3 times the fewest amount
Yes.
of one of your books. So, Chris, your lowest number was 1, so you get a 3.
Good job.
Jeremy's lowest number was 3, so he gets a 9. You also don't count the historical volumes, just so you guys know. Patrick's lowest one was historical volumes, but that one doesn't count, so it's going to be spells and potions. At 7 times
What
3
up?
is
21.
21. Thank you.
It's
All right.
English, it's not math.
So, go ahead and reveal your guys' focuses.
Mine was monster manuals.
Really?
Spells and potions.
How'd you know?
Corrupted
All right.
capuchettis.
Patrick
Codicettes?
Codices.
had 14 monster manuals for a total of 28 points. Chris, what'd you have? You had spells and potions. You had 10 of those for a total of 20. And Jeremy had corrupted Kodichi at 12 for a total of 20.
Codices.
Codices?
Yes.
Codices. Codices. It's really bothering you, isn't it? All right, so let me add this up.
Now, do you want a calculator?
No. Why don't you guys? Did you give your favorite book?
No,
I didn't.
Why don't you talk about that while I add this stuff up?
I'm not interested.
Fine.
I never heard of it.
Actually, it's really hard to pick a favorite book. I've read The Hobbit more times than I've read any other book. I've read that like 7 times now.
What about a series of books?
Hippie.
I used to say Lord of the Rings was probably one of my favorite series, but it's a pretty good series. I like Jim Butcher's Dresden Files. For classics, I liked Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which was later turned into Blade Runner.
Is that Philip Dick?
Yep, Philip K. Dick.
Yeah.
And
One of my favorites is The Getaway, which is
was that also by him? And yeah, I want to read a lot more of his. And then for classics, Treasure Island.
Ooh, okay.
What is it?
So
Tell us third place first.
third place was Chris Ayala at 31 points.
Thank you.
I'm
In second
sorry.
place?
I'm sorry, you are not the Grand Librarian. Do you want second place or do you want first place?
First place.
First place.
All right, in our first place, our Grand Librarian is Patrick.
Woo!
62 points.
62.
What did I
But
get?
not far behind was Jeremy at 57.
Oh.
I want to recount.
You want to recount?
No,
You
Florida.
can do the math if you want, just in case. Oh, man.
Well, that's disappointing.
All
Congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you.
Well played.
I would have played it differently.
You did.
No one told me that.
Oh, jeez.
I did enjoy this.
Ditto.
This was the most fun round I had.
Yeah.
And then this was the second game that I played all the way through.
This is the first time you played with people.
I only just learned you can play this game alone.
Gosh.
I
All right.
don't
Any
like this
closing
game
notes from you guys
anymore.
for the game?
What's that?
Any closing notes for you guys from the game as far as what you liked best about it? Anything like that?
Oh,
I've played this game like a few times, only twice all the way through. My advice is this is not what we did the first time we tried to learn it. Every time you reveal a title, read everything that's on it, even if you've done it before, so that everybody at the table knows exactly how it works. Because the first time we played, we just laid them all down and we're like, okay, go play. And there was a lot of, all right, hold on.
Yeah, that was really
Let me see what that one does.
oh, you tipped the cards over.
But at least if you read them off, then you have an idea of what they do, even if you forget details.
Yeah. So for the best experience in the game, read them all. And read all your books. Read your book titles,
Read the
because
book titles.
Yeah.
No, read all of your actual
read
books.
all of your books.
There are some that we could read aloud, but yeah.
Did you skip a few?
Yes, I did.
There are some.
Can't be worse than anything we've said.
There are some.
Yeah.
windows in there.
Oh, one of my favorite one was XXX and other naughty numbers.
What's so naughty about 30?
But no, I will have to say there's just, again, and this is right up my alley where there's just so many ways to collect points. And you could probably concentrate, well, like Patrick did. He just concentrated on just getting the cards out. I was just kind of just messing around, seeing what was going on. But you really can't, I don't know, third play, really maybe not being average at everything might get you up there. I don't know, but it seems like this
I don't know.
stability played a
If
lot.
you're third of 3, that doesn't make you average. 2 is the average.
I'm average.
I'm below average.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, this has been Ex Libris from Renegade Games
scored
Studios.
twice
It's coming
as
out
much
on
as you.
October 25th, so pre-order
That's
now.
not
Is
twice as
available
bad.
for pre-order at funagain.com. Derek brought up another thing to mention. Has a really good, well laid out rule book. There's actually only a few pages of actual instruction, and the rest is very highly detailed
That's my
text for the.
that's
for each
my
card,
favorite
each
part
location,
about
each
the-
library.
of the manual is all of the player cards and the locations. It tells you exactly what the card says, but then it gives you extra text
Right.
to really clarify.
In the back of the book, you can sign your name from the library of whoever owns it.
That's awesome.
So, I love that.
I don't think I can bring
so a
myself
couple
to
of
write
things
on
I do
it.
want to talk about real quick. Be sure to join us every
We'll have to play a
Monday at
legacy game.
5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our Halloween game nights. We've been having a lot of fun with those.
Oh,
We
yeah.
played last Friday and Mysterium. Those have been really fun. Next Monday, we're going to be playing Lobotomy. So, big miniature box game. Big box miniature game.
Watch me
And
lose my mind on that one.
Be sure to join us because we're going to be giving away a copy of that. Next week on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be playing Roundhouse. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. So be sure to join us for that. Also, we have an October contest going on right now. You can find the link on our Facebook page. I'll also be putting it in the comment section below to take you to our Gleam competition where you can enter several times to win $250 at Funagain.com. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That person's going to be announced on the 30th during our last Halloween game night. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching and join us next time. Say bye.
Thanks for joining.
Freeze!